Folks, we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Knuckles Family and Friend podcast, where we discuss all things that's pop culture, whether it's video games, superhero shit, anime, all the above, and hope everyone had a very good Labor Day weekend. Now, if you're in school, summer's pretty much over, or unless some people, I don't know what time they start school. But some people start their schools before Labor Day week, which is kind of baffling to me, which is some bullshit. But other people that are in school right now, it's the last week of the summer, so then tomorrow's, back to everyday shit. But if you're adults like us, it's like, summer's still going on until it's technically like is it like 20th or 21st when it's fall? I don't know if it's I was getting confused by that.
Yeah.
Literally when September starts, or no, end of September.
End of September, yeah.
September, okay. And I just want to announce that I got back from Atlanta yesterday, and I finally tried Bojangles chicken. I've been wanting to try that. I want to try that shit for the longest time.
It's okay.
I never tried it before.
It's there's 50 of them down here, and never go there.
Down south is where I usually probably get it once in a while.
Yeah.
Down south, I was in PA for something, and I just got it as a whim. Like, this shit was busted. Chicken sandwich.
It was good. Okay, I only had it once, so I can't really say a full review. But I gotta compare from Popeye's chicken. I like Popeye's chicken more.
Popeye's better, yeah.
But I will definitely say, Bojangles biscuit is better because it does not make your mouth dry. It does not make your mouth dry. Pause. When you have a Popeye, seriously, you're like, I need water.
Okay, Bojangles and Popeyes. Bojangles got that spicy season and put the hair on, whereas Popeyes got a little light seasoning. It's from Louisiana.
Cajun thing going on.
Wholesome family spices, but Bojangles
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I like me some chicken, so and anytime I'm in a different state, I gotta try what that state is known for, what their food's known for.
Yeah.
And I know that when you're in Atlanta, it's all about the money, it's all about the chicken. But you know what's funny? Come to find out, there's Bojangles an hour away from me. I thought it was only a South thing.
There's one in PA in every
Redden. There's one in Redden.
Yeah, every section of PA probably.
I thought it was only the South thing. They said
That's
it was always.
I didn't think there was any up north or around that area or anything like that.
I guess they're expanding.
Yeah,
which kind of make it a bad thing and a good thing at the same time.
Right.
It's not gonna be a special.
Good thing for them.
Yeah, good thing for me. But I'm not gonna drive an hour away just to try. So if I'm in the area, try. But I'm not gonna be like, yo, let me drive an hour away for a meal. A fast food meal, if it was some fancy restaurant, like Ralph was just at a couple minutes ago. If it's a fancy restaurant, I'll drive an hour away.
It was actually called Five Church. It's by one of my favorite chefs, Jamie Lynch.
Church's Chicken, probably.
What were we talking about?
The restaurant I just went to.
Restaurant, okay.
Five Church, yeah.
So do you have to dress fancy? Do you have to dress all bougie and shit?
I mean, kinda business casual.
Yeah, business casual.
Super dark in there. It's 3 levels.
So it's a pretty popular restaurant in North Carolina.
There's one location here in Charlotte. It's a specialty place. There's one in Charleston, I believe. So.
And you had to reserve that weeks.
Yeah, a lot of places like that now. There's just so many people moving here. So when there's a hot spot, it just gets booked.
People are moving down there.
Oh my god, yeah. Ever since I moved here, people have been moving here in droves.
To Charlotte or just to this actual state?
To Charlotte, but in North Carolina in general, I mean, there's just so many people.
By all means, I'm not trying to take a shot at Charlotte, North Carolina, but what's down there for people to move down there to?
Cheaper taxes than New York.
Oh, they come from New York. Okay, First of all, if you're coming away from New York, that's a no-brainer. In that case, I'm gonna go this shit down there too.
Yeah,
God dang.
From New York. Everyone is from New York. Long Islanders everywhere.
Oh wow.
So,
I guess we got a diverse North Carolina left though. The North Carolina's pretty diverse. Charlotte's kind of diverse, isn't it, or not?
Kinda, slightly.
So, we'll get some more color in there. That's what y'all need. That's what y'all need. But
it's Atlanta, that's for sure.
Oh man, nah. I mean, at times I want to live in this stuff. At times I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah, It's a lot.
If the love of my life wants to move down there, or she is down there, I might reconsider it.
Yeah,
Maybe, but
exactly.
you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
But enough again about this. Enough about all this. But we're gonna talk about Shang-Chi. I pronounce it. I
The,
I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but I think it's Shang-Chi.
the
That
movie,
was
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
the
I
movie,
Yeah,
kept saying Shang for the first
yeah.
the
50
movie even
years.
states it. In the movie, like anytime, like was it Aquafina telling like my name's not actually Sean, is Shang Shi or something. She's like Shang Hong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
really though, how you make that shit? I'm like, I was 15. It was like, so a lot of people who promoting it, it's like Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi is like I don't know who to follow. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just go by whoever actually promoting it most, and it's looking at it right now. Shang-Chi, looking at it on what is it, Wikipedia right now? Because
Yeah.
when I first heard about this, nobody was talking hyping this up. So again,
I was looking forward to it.
I was
listen,
looking forward to it just for clues for future movies, honestly.
And and
I
then-
ended
and,
up
and,
liking it more than I thought I would.
and plus it was different.
Yeah.
It was different from the other Marvel movies, which
Yeah.
I respect because if you look at it, right, MCU goes different routes. Like Guardians of the Galaxy was new because it was a space thing.
Mm.
Doctor Strange was new because it was a mystical arts, this new thing. I kind of want to go put this in too. Black Panther. It
Mm.
was a new because it goes representing our culture.
Yeah.
They have Shang-Chi, Chinese culture, Asian culture
Yeah.
incorporated in the Marvel. It was a new thing. And quite honestly, bro, times I forgot I was even watching a Marvel movie when I was
I
watching that movie.
know.
I'm like,
It's
I like I said,
yeah.
Marvel movies are getting different now, but it's like
Yeah.
it just follows its own complete different movie.
but
But
yeah,
they're becoming more cinematic movies, which I really like. Like you said, you can kind of forget that it's the superhero thing, but like the plots are more grounded in like the personalities of the characters, which is really good.
yeah, because when you see these movies, like when I first seen this when I was with a friend, looking at the movie, you gotta realize it is Marvel, but at the same time you're looking at it as something totally different, like cinematic wise. Like, okay, this is cool. Okay, we're trying to feel for the Marvel aspects because some people say this is like the first minority character, but I know there's some other ones. So don't quote me on this. Like I said, I know there's more diverse characters, but right now we're focusing on this guy right here because
Mm.
the only way I know about him is from if you ever played this mobile game called Marvel Future Fights, he's in there. So that's the only way I know about him. And
Mm.
he's only been in small media. And when I found out he was going to be in a movie, it's like, ooh, okay, I know about him a little bit. So here we go. But I didn't know if he was like in the era of like Miles Morales, like 2011 Spider-Man type of stuff. So I had to look him up. So he is a really established character. Like it says, first appearance was a special Marvel edition, December 1973. So again,
He's been in the game for a long time.
so
Yeah.
some people weren't hyping it up. For me, I'm hyping it up regardless because it's a Marvel movie, and the guy who played him, I seen him in the Netflix show Kim's Convenience. I haven't seen season 5, but they picked a good guy to play him regardless.
Oh, he did a great job. Like the thing about the MCU is that it gives characters you didn't even know popular. Like I said, no one knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy were. I didn't know who they were. And
Only
now they're like one of the popular Marvel characters out there. And not to say that Falcon, which were not popular, but now they are. Scarlet Witch is popular. Doctor Strange, he's never been this popular before ever in Marvel.
No.
Never.
Well,
but
only
now
in-
he is.
only in like the animation. For me, that's how I love Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange, Doctor Fate. We're not talking about that, but we're talking about Marvel. But still, all the characters that nobody went bat an eye to, I love them. Okay, Captain Marvel, first favorite because of course the name was from DC for Shazam.
For Shazam, he was Captain Marvel first.
So I love them both, Shazam and Captain Marvel. Leading up to getting a movie and other medias, I'm like, yes, I love it. My girl getting the movie. Yes, there we go. So I love the OG underdogs that nobody knows about, but they're still popular to this day. So when this movie came out, I was like, whoa, let's go. And
No.
I love, okay, whatever part we're going to lead up to, I'm just going to say regardless, this is spoilers, but when I seen the Easter eggs and everything popping out left and right, I was like, wait a minute. When they first, okay, the beginning when they all had their dinner, there's always an awkward family dinner in many movies. like
Which dinner thing when it
the
was like
when the dad and everybody was coming together. It was very one of those moments where it's gonna be awkward, but also bad.
that was not in the beginning. That was like kind of like that was kind of like
Phase
getting to
two.
the beginning of the middle.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said phase two.
So when they were all sitting down, I was like, wait, awkward tension or something, but it was all serious. So when they described him, their dad, like how he came to be throughout the ages, when they said I guess a white man or whatever guy was trying to battle him,
American man, something
American
like
man.
that.
Now, what is a name for him? Like his name, I forgot what his real name was in the movie.
Shit. Let me look that up right now.
But regardless, when they were saying like different names here and there, they called him the Mandarin. I was like
Yeah,
I know that one.
no, I noticed that too.
So then they were mad. They were fearing an orange. I was like, that's hilarious. I like that one. I like that one. And then I totally
Okay.
that when they said the 10 rings, I completely forgot that yes, the Mandarin had 10 rings.
It's Shu. When you, I
Yeah,
can't pronounce the name right. I'm
yeah.
sorry if I'm
That's
pronouncing that
what
wrong.
that's what he was trying to say at the dinner table, like my actual name, asking Aquafina, like, what is your name? He's like, because he was like, you better say it right, because you gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like,
She put him on the spot right. She put her on the spot right there.
but when I remember because I forgot like who are the 10 rings. Then I remembered the Iron Man animated series back in the day, way back.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Yeah, I like
Like,
that.
The Mandarin, that was like his mortal enemy was the Mandarin in that show.
yeah. So when they said 10 rings, I'm trying to figure out. Wait a minute, where's that from? It's like, oh, he's the guy with all the rings, 10 rings, all that stuff, and everything. But it's I forgot his backup people. Like I forgot his army or whatever. I can't even talk, whatever it is. But his clan. There we go. His clan is the 10 rings. Hence why he doesn't have rings. He has them on his arms, which I ain't gonna lie, that was fucking the way they.
Yeah, no, he's been in the game for a very long time. Like he was
Like,
in the day.
the concept of those rings. I'm like, oh shit. I was hyped as fuck when they put that together. But regardless, the whole Asian, Chinese, everything was flowing so nicely. I was like, oh shit. I don't know if this is a Marvel movie or just some very cultural movie in general, but it was just very good. Like I was trying to sit there chilling and watching it. I was trying not to do the movements in the movie. I was like, oh my god. It was just good. There was comedy, there was action, there was like so much heartbreak in between it. Like it was just there's a lot of tropes in it that we all can see. Like the whole concept of he left to do something crazy.
He was trying. He won. He heard rumor of the place Tao Lo. That's who he was trying to get to. He wanted to go in there. Like he was obsessed with power, and whatever power was, he wanted it.
Right.
So I thought it was very well done. How he meets his love of his life, Ying Li. How they were fighting. You saw them smiling.
Yeah,
so that's like I loved it. You're like, oh wow, like, I'm liking with this. Which, by the way, I know this might be an overstatement, but I felt as though Shang-Chi had the best choreographed fights I've seen in the MCU.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Of how they actually know how to legit fight. Like it's not one of those like those super punches, dodges. I punch you, I fight, you go all the way flying. But like no, these motherfuckers actually know how to fight. The spins, the choreography, like the flow. Like I said, the flow of the battle, what they were doing with their hands. Like these motherfuckers using their hands. Like we're using some type of magical stuff. We get them like we're gonna see these hands though. You mentioned fight you with these hands, so like everybody likes kung fu fighting, like shit like that, man. Like it was just like that, and I freaking loved it. Like just from the beginning, from the freaking busting. I know I said in the trailer sometimes when he did that split kick, I can watch that shit. Bro, I was like,
shit, cut it out. That's my shit.
That was my shit. Like I love when he did that kick. Then the fight when they were in China finding that mascot. I'm like, yo, man, that
was dope.
Oh my god, it was the fights. Like those were the best choreographed fights. I'm not saying they were the best fights in the MCU, but like how they were choreographed, how they were worked. Those fights were just top. Not if I was watching a Jet Li, a Jackie Chan movie. If I was going back in those days, we'd be like those type of movies and shit like that.
Well, a lot of those characters, those people that were in the movie, they did action movies. Like the aunt of their dead mother, she was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and then Shang-Chi's dad had been in like the movie business or like been in martial
Oh
arts.
yeah, he's been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
I figure, if you look at these characters like who play in their family members,
Like Tony Lang, yeah, there's Tony Lang, something like that.
In some stuff, and the fight scenes, like Knuckles said, like it's not like I'll compare it to how say Power Rangers fights where they're not actually hitting each other. You can feel the punches. You can actually feel them knocking the shit out of each other, and it's very choreographed very well. And I'm like, oh, perfect. And that's what a lot of people are complaining about, saying like, oh, the action scenes don't look good. I'm like, excuse me, did you see the trailer? Like I said,
they just want the explosions, the Michael Bay shit.
I will say though, like as far as I really like Captain America's fight scenes. I think those are like.
Oh yeah, his fight scenes are cool.
Those were some of the best.
Those were technically like legit fights.
Yeah, exactly. Like scrappy fights where you're like grabbing stuff and throwing the shield and just like
watching like anime fights, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's like anime fights. That's how you bring it down to.
Yeah, they're grounded.
Like,
but these had like a technique to it. That's what made it so cool.
Right.
So.
But it's like Greenling said, the flow of the fight, like the first fight was just like very fluid, not very like how do I say like not disturbed, not destructive, just like I'm going with the flow about how my body reacts, how the wind reacts, how the water reacts, something like that.
It was just good because how, like, I made a funny comment in the theater when I was watching with my friend, like when their dad and their mother were trying to fight each other, the slow motion looking at each other.
Yeah.
Comment saying, and that's how I met your mother. And then when they came, and that's how I met your father. I was like, oh shit, I was just joking about that part.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, are they? I feel like you definitely saw like, yo, they feeling each other right now, especially when he got defeated. So like,
are we fighting? Like, and then like,
yeah. But like, okay, so let's get to the premise of the movie right there. So like, it starts with with Simu Liu playing Shang-Chi, which by the way, like he did a great job with his character. Like he was amazing. I don't just really saw he did like he just pitched as some type of game. He was doing a backflip. It's like these guys do their own. Like I said, they know how to do their own stunts. Like they for real with this shit. Like it was. And I'm not trying to like stereotype, but it's like when we see a lot of these Asian actors, especially these kung fu movies, these martial art movies, they know how to do their own stunts. Like they're not fucking around with their shit. Like they know how to do their shit.
Like,
but
nobody else doing it but them. Okay, just saying.
Yeah. So it falls around him, living the everyday life, like right now as the driver or whatever, not limo driver, but like the drivers for like we go to casinos, fancy shit at California. He's with his best friend, Agafina playing Katie, which honestly, she's probably the MVP of this film right there. She was definitely the funny comedic, which I'm surprised she played a role in like, the fights, but I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but like she was the more comedic side to the thing. Like she was hilarious. Like, I don't know if they're trying to make them a love interest because I kind of didn't like that.
They are.
Are they? So they,
Well, it's a weird dynamic, and I wouldn't expect him to be with her.
Yeah, I mean it's weird. I just don't. I'm not trying to say okay, she's not like the typical. Not saying she's ugly, but she's not really the typical pretty girl. But I just feel still like with her character, I don't know. Just I'm just not sensing the vibe between them. But like they're a good like brother and sister type of thing. Like bro, when it's like when they're talking with their friend, it's like I get it. We gotta be responsible. We gotta make the best. We gotta have a real life. It's like we gotta go to work early. We could go to work. We could go to bed, or we can go karaoke. Like the karaoke, I was tired, and I just fell asleep right there. It's like they're not where they want to be, but it's like fuck it, man. She has potential. Like her family saying, you got so much potential. You're just not trying.
Graduated from what? Full honors from Berkeley.
Yeah, she's like a smart girl.
Genius to do that. So
yeah, she's a smart girl, and then we get to the busing, which honestly, I'm a little bit surprised busing happened so early. I was going to think that happened like maybe a little bit later, but it was like shit's like we're going right there. I guess because the movie was pretty long, but it's like I was surprised to see the bus scene like so early. But like I said, that fight scene and that bus scene was just they're just like, yo, this movie
Wait, how
ain't fucking
long
around with
was
it.
the movie actually?
It was like 2 hours and something minutes.
Good,
Wow.
but
Okay.
like yeah, the bus scene right now, it was at the right moment because when they were doing all the stuff, and then once they led up to like I don't know where they were going on the bus, but
They're going to work.
okay, going
Yeah,
to
they're
work,
gonna work.
so they're just chilling. That was probably the appropriate time to do it. And when they didn't, everything just came together. It was like I don't know you, I don't know this man, and then just like hey, hold up, and just start beating the shit.
I
out of you.
honestly found it kind of random, although I love the scene. But like, I didn't notice any foreshadowing leading up to that fight, as far as the 10 rings being on the bus and the big guy in the back. I guess you know they were disguised.
It,
They were
it,
hiding.
it was this guy. Yeah, you didn't really see him. Just
Yeah.
some random guy
Yeah.
walk over to him. We didn't see him make a subs like we're gonna just walk over to him because yeah, he was trying to go. He was going for the pennant, but it's like there was nothing to lead up to.
Yeah, to think that was gonna happen.
Exactly. But after the fight, she asked him, "Who are you?" And she didn't run away. She's like, "No,
Nah,
I'm going
don't
with
tell
you.
me. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going with you." And his past came back to home because he was trying to run away from his past. Which,
Mm.
by the way, like he might seem like a nice guy, but like he can get it popping if he wants to. He
Yeah.
get it popping. Like I know we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but like fast forward, his mom passed away, and his dad's looking for him or whatever like that. And his mom was killed by pretty much. Like I said, I know we're jumping around with this movie, but like Shu Wenu, what I respect is that he was the villain, but I didn't really see him as a villain because you kind of understand his story
Totally
because
understand. Yeah.
like I'm trying to do good. Your mom saw the error in my ways. Like they both sacrificed. She left her people be with him. He left his life a crime and power to be with her. He left his rings behind.
Yeah.
Like you cannot tell me he did not love his family. Now his daughter, debatable, but like he loved his family to the fullest. And when she died, it's like your daughter's like your wife, your mother since good to me. She was wrong. There's no good in me, and and the fact that like he killed part of the guys that killed some of the men that killed his wife. Which, by the way, in front of his son, it's like like
as soon as they looked at him, like, why would you do that? Like, you actually murdered these people.
No, but remember the quote was, "You had to pay a
blood for blood.
Gotta pay blood and blood. You don't, blood and blood." Then, as 14, we explained to Sky's like, "I had a chance to finally kill my mother's killer. I didn't do it." But later on, it was like, I actually did. I was like, oh shit!
That was a really cool reveal.
Yeah,
that was gonna be a thing. Like he's like, I kind of lied. I didn't go through with it. Like you. But regardless, it was good because when the part where he's like, I witnessed my mother's death, and then later on he's like, you watched her die, and I'm thinking he was 8 or 10. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I got a point there. And it's City Bill says like the kid was young. First of all, where are your bodyguards? Exactly. You got all that place. Yeah. Like, where were the freaking bodyguards at? You could have done something about that. Like,
well, actually, were they?
It just really
I don't know because I thought about that too. Like, did he disband for a while when he had the initial family? Because without having the rings and not having the guys. That was kind of like his way of giving up that way of life for a little while.
I don't think he had any men. Like I think he gave up everything.
Yeah, he gave everything up. Yeah,
and she gave up her powers because she had her powers. Oh,
yeah, they would have been
done. It was not even a challenge.
Yeah, but when I think when she gave up everything, and then he gave up the rings, it was just them and their children. I don't think they had anybody. I'm pretty sure they didn't. Then when he to go do his normal life stuff, come back and see my wife dead, and just fucking like alcohol abuse type of death. And just seeing this stuff, and they're gonna blame everybody. If he didn't have those rings, were the only thing that were keeping it together. If he had those rings the whole time, even with his family, maybe he could have like been cool. But I guess those rings are that powerful where I'm like, I don't know. It was just crazy. But
regardless, so they're living a normal life when they but they both sacrificed. So then he goes to China to look for his sister, and there's a sister. But this one user brought a good point. Beyond the Church, shout out to Grace. I love watching her videos.
Mhm.
So like his sister, in a way, she inherited her dad because she had a crime. I wasn't like a super bad place, but like an underground criminal fight club. So she was kind of like being like her dad in a way. She was the badass. Like her
Ooh.
brother was trying to be like a good guy. Her sister was a bad. She even said America made you soft.
Yeah.
Like his sister was. And by the way, we saw Abomination and Wong fighting
Yeah.
in that ring before they got in there.
Discuss real quick that everybody who haven't seen it or who has seen it.
Yeah, we're by now, people. If you haven't seen the movie, we're talking about spoilers.
Yeah.
Like, don't even. Like, I'll put it in the title.
Yeah.
Spoilers, or just in the description box.
But
Spoilers.
But that real quick scene with Abomination, when everybody was blown away by that scene, oh my god, Abomination! They thought of like probably the Hulk movies back in the day, like where he come from, who was that, like why is he? It's a cool.
But did you notice Hulk's hand came out of Wong's?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
But who Abomination was fighting? I didn't know. All I saw was a fucking Abomination, and like okay, and then drifted off to a different scene. But then when they came to, it was like, who is that? And he's like, I don't know why that made me so happy. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, at all. They didn't. He's like, good, you good? We're gonna go, bro. Okay, see you later.
We're gonna go. Nothing.
Like,
Not even hello or anything like that. I was like, nah, we out of here, bro. We've been here way too long.
It was good, and I think between this movie and then what is it? No Way Home, which we're totally drifting off, but I think that's probably where Wong was from, and they came over to that Shang-Chi movie. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, well, in that movie, he was just he's like going on vacation or whatever.
Yeah. So
right,
I think.
But we're traveling at least.
I think it was probably some weird ass scene in between. Like, I don't know how I got here, but I'm fighting, so I'm gonna leave it out.
I think they'll probably touch base on that in No Way Home, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, after they leave, after they leave, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, real quick, but yeah, hopefully they'll probably explain it in the next movie, or maybe they won't, and we're just gonna make up theories and shit and just have fun with it because that was pretty funny to me. That he was.
But here's the thing that confused me in this movie, right? Remember when Katie said to him, "It's not like 500 million people are gonna like go away."
Yeah.
Because that's before. So clearly, this was before Thanos. But in the end credit scene, like I know we're jumping ahead and everything like that, but like in the end credit scene, we see Bruce with the arm with his arm broken from using those Infinity Stones, and we see Captain Marvel. So I'm like, they not experienced the blip because I'm thinking like when they're in Tao Lo, does that area not count as them being?
No, it's a different dimension.
But they weren't there that long though. Remember, the blip was 5 years.
Yeah, and
there wasn't really a timetable of how long they were there compared to with the blip. So like you didn't really understand. We didn't really answer the question of like when did this take place in? That's my only thing that confuses me about this film.
96, and then they say present day, and then later on at the end of the movie, Bruce Banner and Captain Marvel were there. Captain Marvel didn't have her short hair; she had long hair.
Yeah, short hair.
He had his what do you call it?
But he after he used the Infinity, so like everybody's back together.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking.
I think that was probably. Wait, no, I don't know what.
It didn't answer that. It didn't answer because like I said, there's no unless time goes by fast. When you're in Tao. That's my only thing because I'm thinking like why wasn't the blip mentioned? Because every Marvel movie pretty much after every Marvel show or series after Thanos, the blip is somewhat mentioned.
No, I think they did. I'm pretty sure one of the I don't know if you remember what, but something about like we're living in a world, or maybe that. I'm sorry, I think probably
people could disappear at any time. So you have to live every day like your last kind of thing. Yeah.
Disappear at any time, and I'm trying to figure out what were they talking about. Oh, the blip, because they don't say it. They just say we're living in a world where we can disappear at any time. So hence the blip. So they're just.
I'm sure the directors thought about that, like where to put it in the timeline.
Yeah,
because it would be hard to place it unless
It
it's
would.
its own structure.
they
So
have to.
Would.
so there was a comment made by some of the producers or something like that. I don't know if you guys saw it, that the movie was experimental.
I
I
didn't see it.
think, yeah, and the actors got like mad about it. I think it was because it was Chinese.
Oh, okay, wait, what are you talking about? Oh, wait. Are you talking about them being on Disney Plus or whatever like
Yeah,
that?
I guess so.
Yeah. No, I'm good thing that did not happen because
Yeah,
you have another Scarlett Johansson lawsuit, which, by the
exactly.
way, the Foggy Brothers might not even be directed in a Marvel movie due to the Scarlett
Yeah, they
Johansson
said they're
suing them.
hesitant to work with them now.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that thing with the Scarlett Johansson thing, I literally did not know anything about it except through memes and shit. Where there was
Oh,
a Facebook movie with Andrew Garfield and fuck, what's his name? I don't know, the guy from Zombieland, where he said like, "I will take not 30, but everything, you motherfucker," or something.
Yeah,
I was like,
mm.
"What's going on here?" But then,
yeah.
of course, reading other stuff that Scarlett Johansson in the movie Black Widow was kind of gypped a little bit,
Because
but
because they put it on Disney Plus when it was
Instead of theaters,
for the theaters, which
yeah, theatrical.
Disney fucked her over
Yeah,
with
they
that shit.
did.
Which I get it. I know COVID happened, but the way how you did that, and then somehow like she's not understanding, trying to make her seem like the villain is really fucked up from Disney's part.
But the thing is, I kind of understand where they're coming from because this movie is like a post
Oh,
prequel kind of thing.
oh my God,
So it's kind of hard to also place that in the cinematic universe, you know. And to have people go to theaters to see a movie that doesn't really place in the timeline, I think would be kind of weird.
I know, but look, regardless, you had to put it in theaters. Like you just put it into Disney Plus, you're gonna fuck up everything that they plan for.
Yeah,
I get it. COVID happened, but it's like you can't really fuck these people over
there
like
was
that.
so
What they
many people in
wanted.
the theater when the theater was packed when I went to see this. So I was like, oh, people are actually going to the movies.
No, my theater wasn't packed, but I had a decent amount of people in the theater today,
Yeah,
though. 'Cause, I mean, well, it's only in theaters right now, so you got. Which
yeah, it's
honestly,
packed, you know.
I have a Regal app thing, so it's like
Mhm.
I can watch movie anytime I want there. So it's pretty good app. I like it.
Yeah.
But when Greenland gets here, we'll see what happens. But
Okay.
when they get back to when his father does find him, and when he's explaining the tale about his mother, I'm like, I mean, well, because he can still hear her voice. I'm like, I don't think the guy's that much of a bad guy. Which his sister was mad at him for leaving her. He said,
Yeah.
I'll be back, but we'll discuss that later on. I'm thinking like,
Mhm.
why would she still be mad at him if she's gonna inherit her father's
Exactly.
evil will per se? But
Yeah.
no, I'm thinking to myself, this guy can't be all that bad. But he wanted to destroy the place because he believes that that his her people are taking her hostage,
Hmm.
which that wasn't the case when they went to that
Yeah.
when they went back to the place. It's like
Yeah.
the evil spirit. I forgot what it was called. I know they were called the Soul Eaters, which they look pretty freaky, by the way. They look pretty
Now,
scary.
I watched something about it, but I think the original character design for that creature was supposed to be a more humanoid form, which I kind of hoped for, but I guess it'd be hard to condense that power in humanoid form and then like convey that to the audience with just him fighting like an absolute like creature kind of thing. But yeah,
But
I, with the dragon and everything, that was really really cool. How they incorporated the dragon into everything.
which I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if it would. Well, before we get into that though, I like when it got to Tao Lo. It was a different place. The animals looked great. The
Hmm.
people looked amazing. Like
Yeah,
they were really chill people. And
yeah,
the fact that they got Katie to fight, I'm like, she's like,
yeah.
oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna be training with them now,
They're
and
like
that was pretty cool. It's like
that
we're
was
gonna
really
make you
cool.
be. And by the way, people, I'm having a Greenling. I'm trying to get back here right now. Gets technical difficulties that tends to happen with technology and whatnot. But let's say I'm trying to get them in here. Fortunately, can't stop the show, but we'll see what happens. But no, she was training with them, and she was training. The sister was training. Like It was kind of fun. It's like we're gonna
Yeah,
make like because think about it, there's always the joking comical character, but it's like no, we're actually gonna make you useful in this
yeah.
film. You know what I mean? Because
Unlike the actual Mandarin or the Trevor, the pretend Mandarin, he
yeah,
was still pure comedic relief. That part where he was laying on the ground pretending to be dead, I thought was absolutely
oh, it was great,
that
and
was so funny.
quite honestly, anytime when there was a serious moment, they kept not saying all the time, but they kept going because
Yeah,
they sometimes when a serious moment happens, Marvel likes to like be like,
break it up immediately.
let's ruin it. Like
Yeah,
honestly, when he was telling her when when he actually killed his mother's killer, I thought
mhm.
I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for like a
Yeah.
little
She's
comic
gonna.
relief right here. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh shit, actually,
no,
actually went on
shit.
with it.
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
yeah, I was like, hell yeah with that. So
Yeah.
that was pretty awesome. So then fast forward to the actual battle when I'm so used to saying the Mandarin. When the Mandarin gets there, that's when the like fight happened. Like, and kept the son tell his son, you keep running, you keep running, you keep running.
Mm.
Which I'm telling you, man, that fight between those two, when they're especially when they're using the rings,
Oh
when
my
his rings are like gold flying around,
God.
I'm like, yo, bro, man, the fight.
When he did that kick and his dad Mandarin blocked it with his arm, and then
Woo!
I was like, "Yo, this is something else."
This is some martial
Yeah,
arts kung
it was
fu
some
fighting shit.
real
This is the
good
shit
stuff.
that I just felt it was just so different. I just
Mm.
really did not feel like I was watching his I did not feel like I was just watching the a Marvel movie. And
Yeah,
and when they kicked the son down to the water, and then when his dad opened the gate, like I feel as though those soldiers would have been a lot. What do you think? Would you think they would have been more scary looking? They were like humanoid because I thought
yeah,
they were. You think so?
yes. Because if they were like, if they treated them kind of like, you ever seen World War Z? You know how they're just like all over each other, just like
Yeah.
scrambling. If they did it like that, I thought that would have been really awesome. Just like desperate to grab souls or like grabbing onto people, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But the flying monster aspect of it, it kind of lessened the, I don't know, danger factor for me. I mean, I guess it was, they kept, I don't know if that's the actual source material for what that was. I
Mhm.
don't know, like, as far as his, story and everything like that. But, it just, I don't know. I kind of prefer humanoid type monsters. I think it makes it like more of a grave situation when something can run at you, instead of like flapping around you and grabbing
Yeah,
you and stuff like that.
I see it coming from them, but I thought they were cool the way how they were. But honestly, the main course was was that God, that what's that thing called? I got to look into that. I forgot. But when that big demon, that huge soldier, I'm reading, blah blah blah. But some creatures. Let's use the tell. Let's just but dweller in darkness. That's
Yes,
what it
the
was.
dweller in
The
darkness. Yeah.
dweller in darkness. When I saw that shit, my jaw dropped. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo,
that design was freaky.
it was so freak. Like the
Yeah,
sound, like let me out. I'm like, oh my god, yo, bro, you're gonna fuck it all up, man. You're gonna
yeah,
fuck it all up, man.
yeah,
Just the sound. I'm like, yo, what? I was pretty scared. I was pretty freaky, bro. Like, but
yeah,
lately, these Marvel things, even from the Marvel show, or from
yeah. From
what
what
if
if?
from the latest Doctor Strange episode, like
Mhm.
these kids, we supposed to get shit dark right now, man.
Yeah,
Like that was a pretty
but you know
freaky.
what? And even like certain language they used in the film, like I feel like they cursed a lot more in this one. I think in one of Aquafina's jokes on the bus, when the girl was on her laptop, she's like, "This is the kind of girl that my mother wished came out of her vagina," kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
So like they know the bait. Like you can grow up watching these movies, but you're pretty older now. I think there might have been one kid in our movie theater, but most people were men and women equally too. So
Mhm.
like adults. So they know the demographic is, kids will
Yeah,
watch it, but kids will always watch kid stuff. This is like
yeah.
we've kind of grown up with these movies now.
Technically, it's a teenager movie. It's PG
Yeah,
13.
teenage, yeah, but
It's PG 13.
yeah, but
No,
yeah,
they definitely. She was Kathy was definitely like it. If her that I think I she should have been in the movie. Her not being in the movie, I don't know. It would have been more serious, but like I felt as though her role, she was. I think she was. How can I say this? She was like almost like Chung's light in a way. Like
Yeah,
who knows what would he been if he had she not been there for him
exactly.
with
Yeah,
that.
he
Like
might have
they,
fell like further into darkness because in the beginning when he's explaining to her about his dad, he's like, I would have done anything for him, kind of thing like
Mhm.
that. And when they came back around, like, who knows, his dad could have convinced him otherwise if she wasn't there to kind of tell him to look at the bigger picture, to kind of go back to those ways of his. So
Mhm. Yeah, exactly, exactly. But an awesome moment was when Shun Yan sacrificed himself for his son. Like
yeah,
it did show you like he loved
he
his
did. He
son.
loved his family no matter what. He loved
He
his family.
did, and that's why I just feel as though like it's hard for me to make him call him a villain because he when you love somebody and they die like that, you want to do anything you can to bring them back. It can break you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
it can break them. So like
Yeah.
you understand like, and there's been some people saying like lately the Marvel villains have not been all that great. Which I mean I don't think now Marvel MCU is supposed to be known for like its villains. I don't think the villains are supposed to be taking the stage like that. But like since then people are like not many good villains. But I thought this was a very good villain. You can definitely sympathize with him. Like if you did sympathize with him, it's like God that you really don't have a heart. Then honestly,
Yeah. Exactly.
you really don't. And I just like I said, I love the sacrifice. It sucked, but like it was a great like. So I hate seeing them die because I thought
Mm.
it would have been great to see him again in other later Marvel projects. But like he made the ultimate sacrifice right there.
But it also let him die with like some dignity. You know what I mean?
Exactly with
Because
honor.
he got played the whole time, and he was the
Mhm.
only one that didn't know. But I mean,
Yeah, he
his
said they were
soldiers,
telling him that yo, it's
they're like,
not.
"Yo, this is not what you think. Like, you need to chill." And he's like, "Nah, I gotta get my wife back. I gotta get my wife back." And then like at the end, he's like, "Damn, I can't get my wife back, but I can save my son." And I
Yeah.
love that. That was awesome.
Yeah, but when he got the Great Protector, which by the way, they're saying the Great Protector, and this one was is like also the Fin Fang Foom dragon, which is like
Ah,
they're
an
saying it's also
enemy,
like
right?
that. Say what?
Is Fin Fang Foom an enemy or?
Yeah, he's an
Yeah,
enemy. Yeah, he's an enemy, and I think it's from the Doctor Strange tales, but
yeah.
in the film, I'm trying to read right here. Fang Fang Tubes in the an Invincible Iron Man. Okay, he was an Easter egg. Like, so an Invincible Fang film created especially for the film, based on the character's decision in Iron Man. Via Las Vegas makes a brief appearance as an Easter egg in the. Well, no. That's in the Iron Man movie. But they were saying it was something about him being a little bit of a being a little of an Easter egg in this movie. But I don't know. I don't know. But that was the Great Protector.
Oh, you know what? He might have been it might have been the silhouette of him or like a picture of him with the two things that they put for the eyes. That
Yeah.
might have been something like that. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'll have to look at that again because it shows I'm seeing some similarities between that and Fin Fang Foom.
Yeah,
That's the only really dragon thing that I know in Marvel. Because
yeah.
I know he had to find his enemy, but I don't know. By the way, when the trees we try to get to Talo, we see the trees like
Mhm.
coming in. I definitely got Doctor Strange vibes when it was all like in that reality type of shit with
Yeah.
like
Well, it's all
Asian ones.
magic. Yeah.
It's all
So
magic, yeah.
I like how they keep the magic aligned. Like it's not too far deviated from what we've seen in Doctor Strange. Like you can kind of expect what will happen with magic.
Exactly.
At this point, which I think is cool. Which
Yeah.
is why Wong came to get him and all that stuff, and they tied
Yeah.
him in. So I like how they tied that in.
Yeah. So we'll get into that, but then no, the dragon was awesome,
Yeah.
and I liked how both brother and sister were trying to get. And I knew there was gonna be a scene where it's like you have to let me go or some shit like
Mhm.
that. Sacrifice me, we can get this done. I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not losing you again. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
thank God, 'cause I did not
Yeah.
want her. I did not want sister to die. So I was like, oh man,
I thought he was gonna let her go, honestly, because she was
no.
just adamant about it.
No, because like he was like, no, I left you once. I'm not gonna leave you again. I knew he
Well,
was not.
I figured he would let her go, and then something would happen, and he would be able to like save her. But I'm glad, yeah, like you said, like I'm glad he like actually helped, kept on, and
Yeah,
worked around that.
no, I know. Yeah, I know he was. I know he was not gonna let her die like that.
Yeah.
But that finish move. Okay, yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to
Sorry,
you.
phone call. My bad.
That's all good.
I apologize.
Damn, we missed it. We almost get we're talking about like the rest of the movie right now. We're talking about like we're getting towards the end with the dragon fight and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, just add me in. I'll just peace in. Sorry, guys. It's weird. Like whole hot minute. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, no, he's back. The kidder is back right now. It took him a minute, but he's back.
Sorry. So wherever you guys left off, I'll just tag in. Okay, because
No, we pretty much got to the part where it's like the fight between him and his dad, where the rings were choreographed perfectly, and
yeah,
his dad making an ultimate sacrifice because showing that his father does love his family, does love his sons. Like he went out with honor, and
yeah,
the dragon was doing some work, but then when the
Mhm.
dragon came in, that was kind of like turning the whole tide of the fight. But the Soul Eaters were getting ready to leave. They were getting ready to give the Dwarf Donis all those souls. 'Cause, like to get more of those souls, the shit's gonna be invincible. Like like, well, first of all, how'd you feel when you saw the Dweller Darkness come out? Because I was like, yo, what the fuck? This
those
shit looks freaky as
those
hell.
creepy little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And they go like, and then like, what is it? When the guys were like, we need, oh no, the what is it? I forgot.
The little, like the hand guy. He was always like Claw from
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the villagers like saying like we have to work together, dude. We have to. It's like we ain't doing shit up in here. And then all of a sudden, the main head of the I guess like 10 rings that I could have sworn was their mother in disguise or like dead or something. Why out of all of them he was the main focus or he was all neat. Everybody was just grunts, and then he got sucked up like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's real. It's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, we're like, we'll work together. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, you want to be like this person, and all together, like the fact one thing when their dad kept hitting the goddamn wall, he did not even see looking up. Like, oh,
I know.
Yeah, he was so focused.
I should stop. Nope. I'm like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit.
He knew what was behind the door too. Like he knew.
No, he did not know. No, he's like, he kept hearing voices and like, she is dead. Their sister. They're like, she is dead. Like, you lie. I'm like, bruh. Like, and things hurts my head, but they have to fake it. Like, okay, I'm doing this for my wife and my family. I'm gonna ignore everybody. Like, that's what my friends said. Like, yeah, and he's not gonna listen. Like, that is true. Like, he really is desperate to see his wife again. So I'm like, all right, I guess that makes sense in a sense.
Ooh.
It was just too much. But then the fact I wanted to cry at the part where he sacrificed himself. But it was very wholesome, very nice family, father-son fight. It's like, I got the rings too, motherfucker. I got half the rings. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then the death came up here around him and everything. It was like, it was a symphony. Then when the Soul Eater, a guy, just sucked him up like, oh, he's like, I'm like, just with a sad face, but at the same time, I understand. I'm doing this for you guys. And then he's like, yeah. I'm like, ah! But the dragon.
Why to over exaggerate it?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers exaggerate that shit, dog.
But like when the dragon and everything else, he did that. At the end of the movie where Aquafina was describing what Shang-Chi did. He's like, this is a Kamehameha wave to the.
Oh yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah, I love
Which,
that.
by the way, never would have happened if Katie didn't shoot the arrow and got the darkness throat right there. I was like, this motherfucker got it.
Like, oh shit! It was like,
She's like, I'm surprised I get it too. I'm like, yo, I was ready to slowly chant MVP, MVP, MVP. she
describing at the dinner table. It was like doing the Kamehameha wave, and then it was cool as shit. Like,
it was a cool finisher. Like the way I finished off that shit was awesome,
like,
bro.
at it from an aesthetic point, like the rings were on him. I think, and then doing it like spinning around on him, and it just whoosh, ripped him apart. I'm like, oh. And he was getting jumped by the water too. The Soul Eater, he was like, fight back, nigga, fight. It was hilarious.
It was good, man. And what I really liked, and this is just a low key thing in mine that I like. They honor everybody's death that died in that fight. Like you didn't see it Endgame when Aaron went up. I understand they honored Iron Man. They should have honored Black Widow, by the way, but they didn't want to do that shit.
I know. That was
But
weird.
like they didn't honor everyone else that died. They just honored Iron Man. It's not like It's not like Doctor Strange's people didn't help out too or anything like that. But like everybody in that fight, they helped. It was ceremony for all of them, man. Like I love that show, even for their dad too. Like everybody that fights, even okay, great. He didn't much play a role, but like even Kathy's trainer that only trained for about like a day or something like that.
But you know what? When they're in the scene where they're having breakfast and Katie's grandma is leaving offerings for her dead husband, they're like, well, Americans grieve too fast. Like we tend to linger on our dead, our loved ones. So that, that cultural aspect, I love that they kept that, accurate with how the culture is and how they treat the dead. So I thought that was a really cool thing to add in there.
Yeah, people are
absolutely right.
Very much different ways, and like we're all on here on the same earth, but on different countries and everything. Like they do this stuff differently. That when we see it as an American, is very weird, but we sometimes appreciate it. But sometimes people think it's weird at the same time. But you got to look at it from their point of view and be more respectful of it. So like, okay, I get it. Okay, But yeah, when the trainer of Kathy's got sucked up real fast, like, oh yeah, no, like what the
it was funny. I kind of wanted to laugh because it happened just so fast. I'm like, it's kind of safe. I'm like, shit, how it happens? Like, psh, oh, you're dead. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I kind of want to laugh. And I'm like, yo, wait, dude's dead. Like, that was kind of like he's explained it. Psh, took him like, oh,
but it was fine about the Soul Eater concept. Like if the giant being or any of these beings take out the souls. If the main thing that's eating the souls, if it dies, I would assume would go back into the bodies, but no. As soon as the soul hits him, it's absorbed into him, and as soon as he's dead,
sometimes that does happen. Like, right? I mean, I'm not such subject, but like Mortal Kombat, Shang Tsung, he collects souls, but when they defeat him, it's not like all the souls are back.
I was kind of thinking that. I was like, are they gonna come back at some point? Are they gonna fix this? And it didn't. So it's good that they gave consequences to what happened.
Yeah, as soon as the Soul Eater died with the souls, then they're dead completely. Like,
they're gone.
At the same time, I would have thought, I'd be like, "Hey, we're back!" Like, okay,
yeah.
But at least show if they went to like a better place or something.
They didn't show that at all.
Eradicated, which is kind of dark. But
at the ring, so I'm like, okay, they're not coming back. We gotta respect them because if everybody came back, it would have been like nobody died. We're all good, guys.
Yeah, we need to have some people lose. So it was very well. I said they rested him in peace, and it was awesome. Get back to the diner. So Kathy was explaining what's happened, which I'm surprised they even told the person. They're like, "There's no way they're gonna believe you." Until Wong and the bag was like, "Hey,
let's go. Fuck you, motherfucker."
We gotta say, yo, you believe me now, bitch?
Yeah.
So let's get to the post credits because there were two.
Mm-hmm.
I always wait for both of them. So
I didn't, like an idiot. I missed the second one.
The second one, it was.
I saw it online, but like.
Okay, we'll get it. We'll get into that. Let's talk to the first one. Let's talk to the first one. All right. So we had, like I said, we kind of explained this already. So like Wong was talking to them, and then said, "Where you get these rings from?" Because now all of a sudden it's like a beacon or something, finding where it is. Like Captain Marvel did not know what it was. Dr. Bear did not know what it was. So they're like, "What are these rings? What do you still have these rings?" Because these rings are going to be used for the future. We don't know what. It's because we do know the next big villain in the MCU right now, and it's Kang. No, it's Kang. It's gonna be Kang.
Okay, so I'm a little confused on this aspect because I know with the variants and all that stuff, what he did
Yeah.
Because I guess technically he's dead right now, right?
Kang, there's multiple. Of
There's
them.
multiple
There's
versions,
multiple variants of him.
but
Which, okay, by the way, do I look like that guy? Do I look like that actor? Because
Jonathan Taylor Thomas,
Yes,
Greenlee says I look like him.
yes.
a little
As soon as I
bit.
saw him last episode, and then I'm like looking at him like, that's him. That's him. And the way he like the smile, and I know
my
you're gonna say this, dude, but I'm being honest. I'm look every aspect. He's like, I'm like, that look like somebody. I'm like, who the fuck?
I think it's the nose. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
I think it's the nose.
yeah.
I think it's the nose.
Doing all
It's
these-
definitely the nose.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the nose,
And I'm
y'all.
looking-
It's the nose.
What the fuck it looks like?
Self-aware, I like it.
It's the nose.
There was another character that I forgot to mention. I don't know who it was, but I don't know where he was. But that was another one. Like that's him too. But when he came up, I'm like, you guys are.
Oh my god. Fuck you, bro. Anyway, so what was your question? What was your question, Ralph? Before we get sidetracked with that.
I was talking because I know, during the movie you see the Eternals trailer,
Yes.
and I see Galactus in there, so I'm thinking like,
Wait.
what's a bigger threat than Galactus?
Galactus.
Yeah, isn't that what that is?
No,
Oh,
no.
no, that's not. That's
In the
a different
Eternals
guy.
trailer? That's not Galactus.
That's not Galactus.
It looks like.
What is it?
I forgot what. Maybe I forgot what it is.
Definitely
No,
has
it's
to be Galactus.
No. Okay, I think they said it was in like Instagram.
It's not. Their mom was already. Yeah. Forgot.
It's not Galactus just yet. Galactus will probably come sometime in the future, but no, it's definitely came because, like I said, his story is very confusing. He's a time traveler. That's the best thing I know. But he's been giving the Avengers problems for a minute, so he's not like. It's not like he's a no pushover. The guy is a real. The guy ain't fucking around.
No.
So remember Kang's been around for a long time. So who knows if Zhu and you would actually talk to him, because remember, Mandarin's been around for a very long time, which, by the way, when he told that old guy, you respect your elders, young man, my friend's like, yeah, what are you talking about? I guess older than you. I was like, oh, wait, you have been around for a long time. Yeah. I was like, yeah, he sunned him right there.
It was a little funny because the way he looked at him was like, what do you mean, young man? I'm like, we're the same age. But no, that guy's older than him. He's like, you respect your elders, young man. It's like, and it was like a slight chuckle a little bit.
Yeah.
But
It was like, oh yeah, you have been around for a very long time, so yeah, you are pretty.
yeah, but to answer the post-credit scene, the rings, like me and my friend, like they said, they're older than 1,000 years. So I'm thinking, okay, the Eternals been around for 7, they said, or more than that, protecting.
I get a view. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what is it? What is it made of? They're not saying nothing. I'm like sitting on my seat. What is it made of? Like, they're not saying nothing. Goodbye. I'm like, what? It's not Wakanda.
Yeah, they didn't really say much. It was just, it's like a mystery. Like, okay, what are these things really for? Like, how are we noticing them now when they've been around for like all these years? What makes it attached to them right now?
They don't know what it is. And
He made a movie about it.
Okay, if it's about 1,000 years and it's older than that, that's what Bruce says. It's older than 1,000 years. So I'm just thinking, okay, Eternals. They're gonna lead right up to Eternals, and because these guys, just looking at right now, some images. That one guy who you said looks like Galactus with the 6 holes in his eyes.
Okay, so that's actually.
Galactus has a big ass helmet
I thought
that
it
has
was
like 20 years.
I thought it was just holding a reveal or something, but apparently it's an Eternal called Isan or
Yeah, I'm
Isan
looking right now.
the
It says
Searcher.
Heresian. I'm probably saying that wrong, but he has 6 holes, and I think he was already teased, or not teased, but he was in like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, from the Collector. Yeah,
Who they were? We just saw a couple of I think it was in the Power Stone or something, the purple one. And
Power Stone's purple.
they were in the images. Yeah, this one right here, where they showed a couple of them just roundabout. So they were going to be teased a long time ago with the Guardians of the Galaxy coming down the line.
I mean, it was funny because at the post of the second post thing, when the guy was like, all right, they're ready to see you, I thought it was going to be someone from the Eternal or someone like that.
Same.
It was scene where their sister, I got the crib. What's up, bitches?
But now she's she's the new empire right there,
Mhm.
and she's the holder of the 10 rings. So we don't really know if
Wait, is she? Oh, you
she
mean
had.
10 rings as in like the
Uh,
army? 10 rings.
yeah, the army.
Well,
Yeah.
I know. I think it says that she had. They never.
Because I thought Wong was like, bring it with
What
you or
were
something
they?
like that.
He wants these. He's like, do you
Oh,
know where they are?
he's
And
like,
he
yeah.
said, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, no, she's okay. She was the new leader of the 10 rings,
Mhm.
but no, she still has them.
Wait.
mhm.
They were never. They were never
No,
destroyed.
they weren't destroyed. I just figured he kept it with him in
Yeah.
that same box his dad had.
Because no, he didn't want them after what they were doing for his family. He didn't want them, but I think his sister likes power. But
Mm.
here's the thing with his sister: she's not going out and like looking for trouble. She's just doing things her own way. She's like a black dealer, pretty
Yeah.
much. If you see the Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Like the power.
Carter, yeah, like Carter, she's gonna
Yeah.
be just like Power Breaker. Basically, also the thing with Carter because she's doing illegal trades and some shit like that.
Yeah.
Plus, what's pretty cool about the Terror is like she now has women there, men, all all
Yeah.
like a diverse group,
Yeah.
diverse group. I
But
liked it.
they wouldn't let women. That's why they wouldn't train women. So she's like, now that
Exactly.
this is mine, women are getting trained.
Yeah.
So
I
I
like
thought that was sick.
I respect that. Man, I love me. I love me a strong woman. You can put me in my place. Shit, I don't give a fuck. I mean, you best be like, yeah, yo, I love this sister, man. This sister could like, yo, if I put me in my place, man, whoop my ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But when she
Do
came,
that shit to me.
when she came to the, which I kind of knew this when they said the challenger champion or whatever. I'm like, that's gonna be his sister. And when she came, when they showed her, I was like, ooh,
She mean business too.
oh,
She was a gangster. She was a gangster.
Back in the fighting ring, there was a guy when they first came in to the left who was fighting in the smaller fights.
yes.
And he had like some red stuff in his body, which kind of looked like extremist, but also kind of looked like dragon scales. I didn't know if that was just like a random dude with green power or red power, or like what do you guys think that was?
About that, like, what's the random guy with like powers or glowing?
Yeah.
I would want to see if Derek was here. He would definitely know about this shit right now.
I know.
If Derek was here, he would know
He
about this
does
shit.
everything.
We should have done our homework on this shit right there.
Yeah, I couldn't get that one.
Yeah, but look it up on YouTube. There's gonna be a lot of stuff about like certain angles, like this person in the middle, some blocky shit. Like, oh, that was this. Like, how
Yeah.
But clearly, the ones that you can clearly see that people Werner, that guy, of course. I'm like, when I saw, is that an Easter egg? Like, I don't know, but nobody dressed it. It's like when Shang-Chi was like, "Am I gonna fight him?" I was like, "No. Those are small people. You're gonna be a combination." I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, "Oh shit, they're gonna fight him," but they didn't. So that
Oh, bro, speaking of like what up to the fight because of the YouTube video, apparently that guy was recording. Apparently he's a famous blogger or whatever. The guy was this is the guy that was recording the fight in the bus fight.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently he's a famous. He's a blogger.
No, he's actually a comedian. I see him on like a few I know he tours comedically, and he's been on a few shows and movies, just kind of smaller roles. But I've seen him a lot.
But he's an Easter egg apparently from like he's in Spider-Man movies or in the upcoming ones. It's what I heard around the grapevine. I was like, I was waiting for this guy because I know they said it, and then when he popped up, no, it was like what do you call it? Leaked images and saying this guy. It was in every Spider-Man movie, whatever. Not all of them, but like some here and there.
Yeah.
And, oh, I feel like I know him, but I really don't. Until they pointed out, like, oh, really? I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
Yes, for me.
Little small thing out there. Now, here's the one thing about this movie, though. Some ones that really loved it. So, shout out to Beyond the Church, brought up a good point. As long as you love Shang-Chi, do you think he would have been good as a standalone? Because when we see him, I think about, I was like, yo, where's Kathy? Where's his sister?
Mm.
I don't see him as like a sole hero where it's like he's carrying a whole film. Like, cause
So I believe this was like his first film or something, maybe
his first film in the MCU, but it's
in the
like,
MCU, okay.
did he carry himself to be like that guy? Or
I didn't think he could have supported the entire movie on his back as you could say maybe like Iron Man would.
Okay.
But I think that's
Yeah.
more for experience as an actor, more to than the character itself. Or they just wanted to have women be in there and have it be inclusive as well. So they had those strong female leads, which they usually have been with Black Widow and Gamora
Yeah.
and stuff. But this one was female focused, to have
Yeah.
like the mom and the aunt and everyone be such a big part, the sister and Katie and all that. So,
That's why if he was to if Kato was to return, she's
which I
gotta be
don't.
she's gotta be
What
more than just shooting arrows.
So
I guess
what is Katie's character like? To you guys, because I didn't think that she was gonna like last into going to see Wong and then them saying like both of you guys need to be ready. Like what's her role supposed to
I
be?
I don't know. I mean, granted, her character was cool. I wouldn't mind seeing her again, but if she does come back,
In
she's
what
gotta be
aspects? Yeah,
but yeah, she's gotta be more than just shooting arrows. She's
yeah.
gotta be like a motherfucker because technically Sean didn't have really any powers either. It was just the
No.
rings that
Mhm.
gave him the powers, and the dragons helping him out too. But
Yeah.
they gotta be more than just unless they take sorcery, the magic. Let me. I'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna go see like what's his actual power. 'Cause I said,
So I think someone was saying he is like the reincarnation of, or either has something about the dragon's heart. His mom was saying like you have the dragon's heart, which I think is why the dragon reacted to him so quickly when they started fighting.
Yeah.
Because I think there was like a resonance, and then also the color of the 10 rings for him was
it was
gold
gold.
as
Yes,
opposed to
He
being
doesn't
blue.
have powers. He just has martial arts and everything.
the power of chi, but unless Doctor Wong and teach him sorcery, like how do we need another sorceress? I mean, I don't know.
But
We'll
in
have
my
to see.
Yeah, but with Katie, I feel like she was like a blend in the movie. Like it wasn't like, oh, she carried it or he carried it. It's like they both carried it together, like as a
They,
duo.
also his sister too. So it's like when I
Yeah.
think about Shang-Chi, it's like I gotta have the team, like him being by him. Okay, I would love to see him he's gonna come back, but like they're gonna know as like as he's like do you just know him as the sole guy that made a movie? Because like it was a collaborative effort. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe that's what they were going for,
Mhm.
but it's like, hey, this is your movie. Because when it's Iron Man, that's my Iron Man taking the horns I've seen. When it's Captain America, that's Captain America. I mean, granted, Black Widow was there. Civil War was like a mini Avengers movie, so it wasn't like
Mhm.
just Cap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spider Man, that's Spider Man. Which
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little bit nervous for. I don't want to say it's the subject, but for No Way Home though, Doctor Strange is in it. Something like, is he gonna steal the start the role? That still he's gonna be start the show.
He looks
He's,
like
I think, but go ahead.
he like headlining a little bit from the trailer because he was mad doing all the train scene.
Yeah, I think that's the evil Doctor Strange.
But okay,
No,
so yeah, in
people
in
were
the
saying
what if there was something I was reading from the producers, and they said that that particular episode was like their favorite to do or the best one or something like that. Or
Which
really
okay, we can get into that because I haven't because up here in the East Coast I didn't explain it to my fans.
Mhm.
Up here in the East Coast we had a bad storm on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I wanted to record the What If episode that night
Mhm.
for Doctor Strange, but I
yeah.
didn't have any power. So
Yeah.
the power was shut, so I
Oh,
couldn't
wow.
discuss that.
It
So
wasn't
Yeah.
I guess this can be the decision we do. I
Yeah.
know we're going longer than expected, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Apparently that evil Doctor Strange
Hmm.
is supposedly gonna come back
Yes.
in this
In
Spider-Man movie
No Way Home. Yeah.
because we knew because everybody was speculating that in the trailer that doesn't seem like the right Doctor Strange at
Exactly.
all
The
because
hairstyle was different.
the hair comes up, and then when he says,
He was
"Be
super
careful what you
confident.
wish for, Parker," that
Yeah.
sounded pretty evil right there. And
Yeah.
plus, when he says, "I want everybody to forget that I'm Spider-Man," it's kind of similar to the One More Day comic with Spider-Man when they try to save Aunt May, him and Mary Jane, but in order to do that, they go to Mephisto, but to save Mary Jane, but to save Aunt May, they can't get married. So that's kind of like the cause of him
Okay.
pretty much making a deal with the devil, pretty much. And everyone's gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's Mephisto," which shut up, that's not Mephisto.
No,
I understand. I understand people want to get Derek. I know you're watching this shit. I know people want to get their hopes up, but like
yeah,
that's not
I don't
Mephisto.
think
You know what
it's
I mean?
Mephisto.
It's
Yeah,
not.
no way.
Oh,
There's no way.
he goes to, when Peter goes to see him, like, hey, can you make sure nobody knows who I am? I'm like, okay, got it. And Wong said, do not cast that. I'm like, I won't, I promise. Wink. And he does it.
But that he's a risk taker. So that part doesn't really make it seem like that's an evil Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange does like making risks. He's about that. But the
Yeah.
fact that how do I say how does Doctor Strange gets there is going to be the question. How does that happen?
But
Because
here's the thing. To me, it's a toss up between storylines. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of House of M. That's okay.
great comic. That
So
great comic.
they could either go the House of M route, where Peter is known to be his identity is proven and becomes like a rich scientist and all that, or they could go the Doctor Strange route, where I guess the bad Doctor Strange somehow gets swapped out, or maybe like whatever he did.
They're gonna do that because remember, in the What If storylines, all these characters are gonna come back in the
Is that what
final
they said?
episode.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently that T'Challa, that Agent Carter, that Doctor Strange, and the other heroes in the web story, and they're gonna come back for like a final thing. That's when the Watchers kind of intervene.
Yes, which I'm hyped about that. I can't wait for this episode, which is, I think, Party Thor. The next one is Party Thor, because I thought that was going to be
And the next one is the zombies.
Yeah, zombies. Which
really?
I wish it wasn't on Disney, because the Marvel Zombies comic is one of the few Marvel comics that I've like fully read all of them. That storyline is amazing. I mean, the fact that they get cosmic powers and they go devouring the whole freaking galaxy, like amazing. Like it's sick.
You ever seen this on YouTube called Top 10 Nerds, where they talk about different versions of like Marvel characters? It was Spider-Man. His storyline was so bad, where like the only reason because he was a zombie and he ate Mary Jane and his aunt, and looking at himself, looking as a zombie, he ripped off his fucking face, and as in like the Spider-Man movie, as in taking off his suit and threw it away, so that way he doesn't recognize himself. I'm like, oh, this is so sad, scary. And it sounds fucking crazy. It really is. Like he still can figure out like I'm a zombie, but I still have like superhero tendencies. When they have their morals as a zombie, oh my God, what the fuck? Like that fucks with them. But I'm looking forward to that zombie one too. Like what was it? That one, and I believe Ultron, which is I think Vision.
When Ultron when he has all the stones.
Which I'm hyped about that.
Like, so that's supposed to be one of the what ifs.
That's supposed to be one of the what ifs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like these what ifs are getting darker, man. Like I feel as though like the third one was the third one is like when the Avengers died. I thought it was pretty dark. And then obviously the latest Doctor Strange when he's literally like absorbing all those people. Like I think they call him now. He was called the Doctor Strange Supreme or whatever.
Yeah.
And the fact that when he defeated himself turned to that fucking monster.
Oh my God,
bro, that shit. I'm like, just because you're trying to bring back the wife you love, it's the girl that you love. Like, bro, you fucked up the whole entire universe, bro.
Did you notice that the tentacle monster was from
Shimmer-Garath?
I don't think
they're saying it could be Shimmer-Garath, but they're saying it was. They're saying it might be, but I don't know everybody say it was from Agent Carter.
Agent Carter's episode, and that was the other half of it that was actually in it, the portal at least.
But it was kind of creepy when he was absorbing all those characters, man. It was like almost sort of like the freaking horror movie, almost, bro.
Yeah,
it just sucked because, like, okay, so the guy I forget his name, who was the overseer of the library, who's actually Mordo's great grandfather, I believe, is what I found out. I was reading about. So it's Mordo's great grandfather, and he tried to do the same thing, but he couldn't beat that singularity point or that hard point in timelines or whatever. So he's warning him the whole time, like, you really don't want to do this. Like, this is not going to work.
That, okay, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. I'm telling you, like, these books were written by him. and like for his failure.
But I do
But-
love the of like he kept trying to save his wife every single time, and like more and more he keeps getting fucked up, and she keeps dying. Like
Dead.
It was like a dark, what's it called, Groundhog's Day,
oh
Yeah.
or like Happy
And-
Death Day to you, or whatever.
And remember, it goes there. It tells you right
Mhm.
in the end game. Just because you go back in time, does that mean you're
Doesn't
gonna change
mean
anything?
you're gonna change.
Doesn't that? Which I was like, that shit. That I'm like, wait, I thought this wasn't like that. I thought Tom Show was like that. I guess not. But
Nope.
it turns out it didn't turn out to be that way. He wasn't listening, and
Yeah.
and we've seen this before in timeline and shit like that. So like, it was a good episode, but like you've seen this concept before though.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can't change none. Like the main focus is his wife dying. So if he tries to like, hey, can we eat in, or like, can we go this way, a different route? You still get fucked. You get every single
Did you
time.
notice the flash of green light every time she died?
Wait.
It was the
Yeah.
it was the power like not letting it happen. Like every time. Yeah, every time before she died. I thought it was crazy when they were eating dinner and the guy walks in with a gun, because I was like, okay, they beat it. That was the one where I thought like this is it.
Yeah.
And like finally, like they went somewhere else, they're having pizza, and then the guy walks in.
He didn't really care when I won with the guy with the gun. He's just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But it was because it was definitely an interesting concept. Instead of him losing his hands, he lost the woman that he loved. Great, he still get the powers, but I kind of didn't like how he looked animated wise. I was iffy on how he looked. I was like,
I thought he looked a little better than some of the other ones.
I thought his darker self looked good, but his regular self I didn't like.
Regular self was kind of trippy. Yeah. I like the design of the dark character. I thought it was really good. So I'm interested to see if that will make a comeback in live action, because that costume is freaking sick.
Yeah, but looking at the poster for him, yeah, it's gonna be Party Thor. I think it's Party Thor.
What is a Party Thor?
That's what they call it in the episodes.
I bet you he like stays on
here we go.
that arena planet, whatever.
Yeah. 5 is Party Thor, 6 is Killmonger and Tony, Zombies is 7, Gamora and Tony is 8, and then Ultron is 9.
Well, Zombies is nice that the Zombies is this week's.
Well,
but there's also the Spider-Man one.
Yeah, wait, because like
what they said Spider-Man's gonna be in the same one too, though.
Wasn't Spider-Man wearing Doctor Strange's cape?
Yeah, but apparently they said this is all together though.
Yeah, in the
all
poster.
together. What do you mean?
Like it's supposed to be the Spider-Man and the zombies, apparently from what I've been hearing.
Oh, so
Which
like
I'm
an
like-
hour-long one, or like together?
Yeah, see.
Poster, an official poster. Like I said, Spider-Man does have the Doctor Strange.
Yeah, which
I'm
would
like-
make more sense with the movies coming up. So that could actually be the one that gives the most foreshadowing for what happens, as opposed to this past Dark Doctor Strange one.
Yeah, I remember in the time that the saying was, tinkering with time can weaken the very fabric of the universe.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the fact that they have they like I said, Carter, the zombies, what is it? Ultron, T'Challa, and Gamora and Spider-Man in the official poster, which I didn't realize. When I see a Spider-Man in there in the corner, I'm like, where he gonna be at? I don't really know. They don't officially say it. So he could be with the last episode, or maybe in like the other couple episodes coming down the line.
Mm.
But then we are very getting off topic right now. We're like, go where I know I want to talk about it. And I was like, God, they were going really off topic right now. But no, I think we gotta hurry up and wrap this shit up because we're like over an hour though. But back to Shang-Chi though. The last statement when it says the Ten Rings will return.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so is Shang-Chi not coming back? Like the Ten Rings will return, but like don't because I want Shang-Chi back. Like I'm actually start reading more of his comics now. I'm actually read more about him.
But he's
Like, he really this movie got mentioned in him. It really did.
is that good of the way it was portrayed in the movie, but
that might be kind of to the experimental thing where Marvel was like, this movie style is so different that it's experimental. So by them saying it'll return is based on monetarily and review wise, because it got good reviews. It got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It broke records this Labor Day weekend.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it
sweet.
did.
I mean, yeah, if I go out to the theater, which isn't very often anymore, it's pretty crazy. I mean, like I said, my theater was packed with people.
Mm-hmm.
People
Okay.
were like laughing and having fun, like so. It was
I
good
mean,
to see.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
But if you guys aren't doing anything Friday, I'm every Friday at least for the time being, let's do to my schedule or whatever, where we do get together to talk about the latest what if episode. Which Greenlink, I'm sorry I forgot to get you in that last one.
Yeah,
That was completely my
as
fault.
soon as
I
I
forgot.
heard that shit, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
that's on me. I completely forgot about that. I am sorry.
But it
So
was
I
the
said we will get together on Friday to talk about this. Which, by the way, Derek has not been to any of the what if discussions yet. He
Mm.
hasn't. So hopefully he can on this upcoming Friday one.
yeah.
But
So again, the what is it? The next one is Party Thor from this little picture image I see.
no,
That,
man. No, for the images I see on Instagram, it's the zombies. The zombies is this for Wednesday.
and this comes on tomorrow, or is it Wednesday?
Wednesday, every Wednesday,
Wednesday? Okay.
Reddit.
every Wednesday.
I posted a Reddit picture. Like I said, Doctor Strange was the fourth one last week.
Yeah, but let's not focus on what if so like let's talk about so
Okay.
like ended statements of Shang-Chi, like how you liked it. Like I said, I really liked it. Honestly,
Yeah,
it call me crazy. I don't give a fuck or anything. I understand I just saw it, but it's definitely like top 10 for me because it's been a while since I felt this way since Endgame that I felt this way seeing an MCU movie. It,
10,
it's getting cool. It's like it might be in my top 10 list. It might.
10 out of 10 for me. Like I said, it was just that good. Even though you knew it was a Marvel movie, at the same time, separating that, you knew it was something very good. Like the cinematic, the choreography of everything else, it was just good. And trying to get the feel of being, I know it's a Marvel movie, you're trying to find those hints of it. Like, are we watching a Marvel movie or something else? So you do see those hints everywhere in the movie a little bit, but at the same time, you're just looking at a masterpiece because the Asian music, which my friend pointed out, in the like hip hop style, it was K-pop or J-pop. I was like, I didn't know. It sounded so American to me that like I was just jamming to it, like, oh shit, this is a bop. But other than that, everything was just clear cut. It was crisp. The action scenes, like again, when I compare the fight scenes like that, it wasn't like Power Rangers where we know it's fake and they're like they weren't even touching each other. This felt like they were actually killing each other, like they hit. So that was good. So again, for me, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And
You don't even have to watch any other movies to even understand what's going on. It was his own movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
like one of those movies where there's nothing connected to it. Of course, with the hints at from the previous movies. But other than that, all in all, Shang-Chi and Katie, it was a group of the movie. No one hanged over it. Like he had to, defeat his father, but he had the help of his friends and family. So again, all together, it was a team effort.
Everybody had their moment.
Nobody carried it. At one point when he was down and out in the ocean, and then the dragon came up, he realized, okay, I gotta do this together. I need help. So one of those movies where he got the help from his family, his friends, his ancestors, even his dad. Okay, when he passed it on, he's like, I know I've been a shitty father, but in the ways of not selling it, I give these rings to you. Here you go.
Yeah.
So all in all, I feel like it was a good Marvel movie. Like I don't care what people say, it was a nice watch. Okay, if you don't hate Marvel completely, you can enjoy and appreciate this. Okay, like just sit down and watch it. Like, oh, this is nice. I like it.
Facts.
No hating on it or nothing. Because my friend earlier was like describing to me saying like it wasn't getting much hype or nothing. For me, I was hyping it all the time. I wasn't like I was hyping it.
It's not Avengers. It's not Iron Man. It's not Captain America.
It's not the main tropes that
Yes.
Avengers. We get it. He is in the Avengers at some point in the comics. But
Yes. They're all gonna come back again for a team up. Let's not get it twisted. We know that's gonna happen.
But again, this is his own movie. If you know of Shang-Chi, a lot of people in the world know of him. Comic nerds in general. I know him from like the Marvel mobile game, and that's about it. Everything else lead up to that. Okay, cool. I don't care who you are. If you're a character in a Marvel movie, a character in Marvel, I'll look you up so I can know about you from YouTube, from anywhere sources, Watch Mojo or Top 10 Nerds, so I can be familiar with you. That's how I know. Just like the Eternals. Nobody knows about the Eternals, but go look them up and be familiar with them. Like, okay, I like this character. And so forth and so forth. That's how you get to know and enjoy Marvel characters that nobody knows about. That's my whole opinion. Okay, I'm very like 50-50. I hate this character at the same time. I don't hate this character, so I can still enjoy it. That's my opinion. I'm not like everybody hating like this guy's fucking sucks. There is logic in it. There is logic in these characters, but regardless, it was a good movie. I'm glad. I think this is my second Marvel movie. Second Marvel movie in theaters because there's also
Black Widow.
Okay, so Black Widow,
and then this movie, and ever since the pandemic, in Phase 4 at least.
So,
Phase 4.
Yeah, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, then the Eternals is the third.
November, Spider-Man in December.
Yeah, so we got
pretty awesome.
Spider-Man's the main event.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a hell of Easter eggs in that without even trying.
Yeah, well, let's get Ralph's take on this final take on this movie.
I really enjoyed the movie. I think the coolest thing for me was seeing Asian culture portrayed accurately. I think that's a big step for Marvel and Disney and just all in all inclusiveness. This is like the Asian version of Black Panther where it's solely on that characteristic of this is our culture. We're not changing anything about it. We're not whitewashing anything about it. We're just giving it to you straight. Like the names, the speaking in Chinese all the time, them kind of making fun of each other for not speaking, which I thought was cool because a lot of people do that, like, oh, you American wannabe kind of thing. Like, put that in there. A lot of the mythology with the dragons and all that cool stuff.
Right.
So I thought that was good. My only down point was some of the transitions weren't really explained. Like sometimes they got to places or did things quickly for me without enough of like a explanation why.
Like how they drove to like toe flow like in such a fast
exactly
amount of time.
I was like, okay,
like do you know where you're going? Do you know where you're going? Well, the creature was kind of directing in a way.
Yeah, I get it, but like it was so hard for them to get through, and then you're telling me like 50 cars just kind of like passed through with no problem.
Yeah,
that was. But other than that, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Stuff like that.
They can't explain that because we don't have time to explain.
Yeah, I figured they didn't, but I wanted them to touch on it at least, flesh it out.
It was cool, but we forgot the one important thing part of the first post credit thing. We forgot to talk about the karaoke with Wong. Sing with it. Like what?
That was perfect.
It was like, oh yeah, guess you gotta go get some sleep and rest up, or.
I thought it was so weird when they're like, we should get to bed. I'm like, bed for what? Like, you just got the biggest drama of your life dropped on you. Like, how are you supposed to go to bed?
Oh, remember when Katie was singing to the Ninja like that random American song because she used it against the other person when they were young. It's like that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
but it was good because it was serious because it's one of those moments and scenes where like at the end of it where they're telling it to their like best friends at high school, whatever, and they're like, "Are you serious? You can't believe?" And all of a sudden, I was in the theater like, like, "Hey, we gotta go." I was like, "Told y'all, motherfuckers." Bye.
Yeah. Oh man, no, good movie, man. I think it's a very good movie. I feel as though the Eternals is gonna be a sleeper. No one's really paying attention to it because
the
Spider-Man movie has taken all the hype for it, which everybody
should have waited to drop that trailer, man.
What's up?
They should have waited to drop that trailer.
Well, remember it got leaked.
Oh no, wait. Oh yeah.
The first, it was a teaser. It wasn't a real trailer. It was a teaser, but the teaser got leaked, and the people said from the leaked teaser was the legit release of was that real teaser that we saw. So it was leaked.
Yeah.
As soon as it was leaked, it premiered.
Yeah.
So because there was rumors saying that they were not gonna release the trailer for the Spider-Man, which I would have been fine with that.
Yeah, I would have been fine with.
I would have been fine with that. But at the same time, it's built up a lot of hype.
It was
so
hilarious.
You gotta show something.
I didn't know anything about it because like I heard it was leaked. I was like, okay, where is it? It was gone, and then the next day, it boom. 20 hours later, it was here. So
it was legit. But no, I feel as though the Eternals is gonna be so be like it. Like I said, people are like but I feel so the Eternals is gonna be more important than what we realize it's gonna be. I understand we have the multiverse going on, but like the Eternals, something about that movie is gonna be super gonna be like, oh shit's getting. We know shit's getting real, but shit's
Yeah.
getting really real. Like be real, son. Remember, be real, son. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be like that. It's gonna
It's
be like that.
It's gonna be one of those very talk out. Sorry, it's gonna be one of those movies where it has a lot of lore and a lot of intellectual thinking about it. Like, why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do that? And we, of course, somebody told them not to do that. But in the end, it's gonna be like some heartfelt moments. It's gonna be some bad moments. Somebody's gonna don't know who, and it's just gonna be one of those movies where I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a little bit of Easter eggs. A little bit, probably.
There's kind of we're gonna say a couple of things, but like I said, the Eternals is gonna be sleeper. But
Very poetic. The costumes look very elegant and everything.
they look
That
bougie.
trailer I saw with Black Knight fighting that creature, I mean, I was like, it was blowing me away. It looked awesome.
Okay, man. It's like I said, there is sleeper, so I'm gonna wait and see how that movie goes.
You got Angelina Jolie. You got the guy from White Castle, Kumam. I can't even say his name. Kumam Nanjiani. And
is that really him?
Yeah, he's in it.
I know that.
No, I don't think that's
That's a different guy. That's a different guy. That's a different guy.
Okay. Let me hear me out. He is in it. Okay, Eternals. Okay, poster.
That's a different guy. I'm looking that shit up right now.
Okay. Yeah, no, he is in it. He's in it. Yeah. Yep.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
I have him up right now. He wasn't in White Castle.
Okay.
White Castle came out in 2004. I'm looking at his stuff. I don't see no White Castle in there.
Let me see if I can flip this camera.
You motherfucking lying. But Eternals has the best actress ever, and that is Salma Hayek. That woman still looks good to this day. She bad as a motherfucking. She looks good.
Don't age. She doesn't. But
she does not. How freaking no? She does not age.
No. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was right. Bitch. So hold this L. Hold this,
man. You corny.
Yeah. Hold this L. Anyways, no, this was a very fun discussion. We are way over the time right now. But this was fun, man. This was definitely a good discussion. I was very excited to talk about this movie. So I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight on this, because now it's back to reality after this Labor Day weekend. So we had to end it with a bang right here. So. And thank you guys for listening or watching this. If you missed this podcast, watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Anchor Podcast. Also, it's linked to the Spotify podcast or any other podcast devices like Apple, Google Podcasts, all that other shit. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. For the next Marvel thing, we'll get together again sometime on Friday to discuss the latest What If episode. We already kind of did a brief explanation of this latest episode. So pretty much this was mainly of a spoiler talk on Shang-Chi, and then a little bit of episode 4 of the latest What If. But you guys want to catch us again? You catch us again this Friday, probably sometime around 8 or so, to just talk about the latest What If episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. What are you gonna say, Greenling?
So what time are you gonna do that one?
Probably around 8 or so, because I get done with work at 6, get home around 6:30, eat dinner or whatever, get ready and shit like that, and then go on and pop in with the recording.
Yeah, I'm with that episode. I'm here for that. As soon as it comes on the air, I'll watch it and look at everything, because what this is again. It's party.
Episode 5. It's supposed to be 9 episodes of What If.
Yeah, this is Party Thor, because I got confused at Hot Topic. They had a picture, a shirt of what is it? Party Thor, and I was like, wait, is that the next episode? It wasn't. It was the Doctor Strange, but still, this one is Party Thor. So whoever it is, I'm gonna look forward to looking at it.
Yeah, whoever it is. So anyways, yeah, we'll see what it is. But anyways, y'all guys be safe out there. Don't do anything stupid. And J. Cole said, there's no such thing as a life better than yours. So Everyone, y'all have a good night. Be safe. Bye.